On the Apple River in Wisconsin has devastated so many people. The life of 17-year-old Isaac Schuman was lost. 4 others were hurt, and 52-year-old Nicolae Miu is sitting in jail, accused of the crimes of murder and assault. We know what witnesses told police. We know what the suspect told them as well, but we still don't know so much more. What happened in the Apple River on Saturday afternoon will likely be debated in a murder trial, and it centers on 3 groups of people.
There are multiple groups involved here because there's the suspect who was with his group of older adults in their 50s, and then there are at least 2 other groups of younger adults and teens that are involved here.
The 2 latter groups became one when the suspect, Nicolae Miu, came into contact with them. It's precisely those moments when these people all begin to interact that will be key in this case.
And the things at the very beginning are the ones that are going to be the most important in determining whether this was a crime or not.
What do you mean very beginning?
Well, he's going to make a self-defense claim. Doesn't mean that a jury is going to buy it, but all the little minutia at the beginning as far as how the physical engagement began is important in whether or not it's a valid self-defense claim or not.
We know from the criminal complaint there is at least one video that shows at least part of the altercation.
By far the most important piece of evidence. Because you have his story right here, you have all of these people's story right here, and then you have this video that captured at least a good portion of it, which you could say is a non-biased witness that will be testifying in this trial.
And that video described in the criminal complaint?
We haven't seen this video yet, it's not public yet, but it sounds like it cuts both ways. It helps and hurts both sides.
The defense seems like it's going to be self-defense. Miu says more than once in his police interview made public in charging documents he was defending himself and feared for his life. But it will matter greatly the role he played in the altercation.
We know that he stabbed these people, and we know that they were pushing him down and hitting him and pushing him into the water. And so the order of things really matters. Now there is a claim, and it's not caught on video, but there are witnesses that say he slapped or hit one of the young women first, and that began the physical engagement. If that's true, and he made no attempt to get out of there after that, he kind of invalidates his own self-defense claim. Because you can't be the first person to make a physical engagement like that and then claim self-defense when it escalates and then you kill somebody.
That's why in the complaint, the state points out in writing the defendant had the opportunity to leave the confrontation, but didn't.
In self-defense cases where the law is, as it is in Wisconsin and in Minnesota, that you have a duty to retreat. Like if the opportunity presents itself to just get out of there instead of killing the person, you're expected to do that. But if he's like surrounded right off the bat, you know, there's no way to retreat. But if they can show the jury that he could have retreated here, he could have retreated here, he could have retreated here, the self-defense claim gets negated. That's Lou Raguse covering this story for us here at KARE 11. The next step in the case is a hearing on Friday to talk about legal representation, specifically who Nicolae Miu hires to be his attorney. Tomorrow night, there is a vigil to honor the life of Isaac Schuman in Stillwater.